Wanted to do, oh, thank you. He wanted to do so there's a book called The Course in Miracles. I've never read it. I don't know if you guys have read this book. And he
Yes,
said,
I've heard of it. A friend of mine is a big proponent.
okay, great. So apparently in the book, their theory is all you have to do is repair the trauma of this separation from source, that we are exist separately to source. Okay, so we did a CTT session on it, and I was like, what? Oh my god. Okay, he says, oh, well, let's see if we can do a CTT. So we go into the CTT session, and as he separates from source, we're cut from source, he's given a personality, everything is 100% light as we separate. Okay. Now, in order to make us, I hate to say it, like bipolar beings, right? But energetically polarized beings, we have to go through lots of circumstances so that we have this polarization going on within us. Okay. Nobody said the system was fair. Nobody. We got that last week, if you remember. The system is unfair. It hasn't been designed well. It's an imperfect place. So hang on, let me let my dog in.
It's not an imperfect world. Wait, no, it is. That's true. And we're all bi-hemispheric beings, so we operate with that schism.
Right. So sorry, my dog, he's old. He's scratching at the door.
Oh,
So basically, he's so sweet. He's a sweet boy. So basically, you know, so we have to have these sort of darkish or these negative experiences to shape our soul, right? To get our soul accustomed to light and dark, because prior to separation, we were only light. And so then we go through like lots of different lifetimes. Now, it appears to me from any time that we've gone back to the starting point of the soul, most of our lifetimes as early souls, those of us that are this old, right? And I don't know if I am. Actually I did a session where I was a star. So apparently I do go that far back. And if you saw me today in the bags under the eyes, like, yeah, Liz, you're old. So basically, we are in space. So we either occupied like stars or gases or different things up in space. And we ended up hanging around there for millions of years, thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of years. And we were trapped in these things, right? And we were trapped in these existences, and they were very negative experiences. So that usually is quite traumatizing. And what we were getting from this session was, does God not love me? Now, as we are here in the human body, or even if we're animals, okay, we're designed for survival, right? That's how we're wired up, most of us. Some people don't care. But they probably did care at one point, but they're just so over it now, right? But anyway, so
I'm
he
over
said,
that.
yeah, and he said, why is the left side of my body vibrating and the right side is not? So I looked into that, and it turns out, like, usually in most people, what we got was you will have one side that is light and one side that is was negative. So positive, negative. Think of it as energetic charges, right? The energetic charging system.
A dipole,
Because
right.
if you didn't have that negative aspect of yourself, right? And he's a big manifester, we're getting into manifesting. He's a big manifester. He's trying to always manifest, manifest, manifest. He uses CTT all the time, and it is working. It's slow, but it's working for him. Anyway, so he, we can't bring in solely like positive experiences. We're all trying to manifest, manifest, manifest all the time. And we can't do that because of this negative polarity within ourselves, right? So the question was, well, are we polarized in the spirit world? No, because in the spirit world, as a pure soul, we don't see, as we're designing this, that these experiences are negative at all, because we know what we're trying, the intention behind it, or at least most of us, the intention behind it is, well, it's going to be positive in the long run. So even though we're putting ourselves through hell here on the earth plane, there is a positive light at the end of the tunnel, right? So that was one question. And the other question is, well, first of all, we're all supposed to be kept in the dark. Okay. So we're not supposed to have this type of information. We actually pierced another layer on this CTT session, which is because of this negative polarity within us. If we actually worked on that negative polarity side within us, okay, and we transmuted it into white light, you can do that with the CTT. You can actually just go, there's a part of me that knows how to easily and joyfully manifest the optimum ability, or even just the optimum transmuting of any negative, negative charges or negative energy within myself into positive white light karma without repercussions. Okay. Because what we got was, if we were all knowing beings, as knowledgeable as source, and we didn't have this negative portion of ourselves, we would actually, A, we wouldn't play the game. B, we would overthrow source. Okay. And what happens if we overthrow source? Well, we end up in total darkness, right?
Losing
There
the
is
light.
no light.
Right.
Right. There's no light. So we would overthrow source. So therefore, we have to be these really small, like grains of sand, right? These really small grains of sand. And we have to, yeah, like AI, exactly. We have to be these small grains of sand that we don't have a clue what we're doing, but we do know that we have to do the reincarnation thing, because if we don't, we're going to the incinerator. We know that, right? We do know that we have to program these lifetimes. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to ascend. So we're not in this reincarnation cycle. We are given a higher status in the spirit world, and we don't have to do this anymore. Guess what? In order to do that, you have to clear out most of the negatives from your being, right? And so if you're transmuting the negative into the positive, okay, even if you're trying to manifest, because the system is designed energetically, mathematically, physics, whatever you want to call it, so complex mathematically that we can't hack into it. As we're starting to hack our way into it, okay, now here comes the laws of karma. Well, the laws of karma are present in everything, okay? Because the law of karma is designed to whip us back in line, right? It's like a timeout, isn't it? If you think about it, you put your kids in timeout. Okay, I don't like you throwing, stuff at the window. You're going to break my window. Do you know how many times a day I say that? Don't throw things at the window. You're going to break the window. Okay, I have all boys. For those of you that don't know, go sit in timeout. That's what karma is, right? The negative karma is a timeout. And what does it do? the negative karma makes you think, right? And it makes you want to be good all the time. It's like God's punishment. And that's why it's such a strong law of the universe. Okay. So as we are gathering more information, even on the empowerment side, okay, and even though we have really good intentions and we have, lots of things going on, and we're trying to work towards this ascension, this consciousness expansion, God will come in and teach you a lesson. And so what we got during the CTT session is where we work towards our empowerment. And we've done a lot of sessions on empowerment, right? And different types of empowerment, manifesting and all this stuff. But if we have to do empowering ourselves or powering ourselves or gaining power, taking back our power, because our power was stripped from us. Okay. Taking back our power, but without punishment, right? Because the higher you're climbing in the ascension process, okay, you're subjecting yourself. And I'm not saying what we're doing is dark. It's not. It's actually very empowering and it's very enlightening and it's consciousness expansion. But because of this universal law of karma and this automatic energy system that has been put in place of karma, right? You could get a reminder that, hey, actually, you need to slap back down because you're getting too powerful. So we should be saying things like empowerment and power without punishment. Okay. That's where we're going to sort of head towards. So I thought today we could actually work on regaining our power without punishment. Okay. So like another thing with the manifesting, because my guy was a big manifester. If you start clearing out as much junk in the soul and in the body, this lifetime, other lifetimes, whatever, right? That actually, when you are a almost completely white light being, right? Not only do you not have to reincarnate here on the earth plane, you've managed to tick all the boxes, you've gone through all the experiences, but you can manifest anything you want. But guess what? When we get to that level, who cares? Who cares? You don't even have to be here on the earth plane. What do you need a new car for?
Look
What
at
do
the
you
monks on top of the
what do
mountain
you
that we all
right?
seek. Right.
Exactly. You don't need anything. So when we usually get to that point of we can manifest anything, okay, because we now have the power to do so, right? We don't need anything anyway. That's the way the system is designed. So going forward, when you're trying to manifest things, George Duesman and I, we always came up with easily and joyfully, easily and joyfully, easily and joyfully, right? So there's a part of me that knows how to easily and joyfully manifest blah, 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 right? Eating bananas in my hut in Hawaii. There's one. Okay. There's a part of me that knows how to. Now, that's not necessarily a need, that's a want. But there's a part of me that knows how to easily and joyfully manifest the optimum ability or the optimum, whatever it is you're looking for. But we also have to add into that statement of without any detriment or punishment, okay, for being able to manifest. So we need to work out the wording. Ronan, how would you word that? I told you
Well,
how
do
to
we
word
need to
it.
disempower? Well, what would happen if we disempowered the dark? Then we wouldn't have good judgment because it's like that good angel, bad angel on our shoulders. We all have that within us. So,
Excuse me. Well, but you don't want to disempower the dark, right? Now there's people that I know that actually enter into those wars. Okay. Now, if you want to get a slap down by the universe, you start playing the game on those levels. Okay. It'll make you go crazy. In fact, there was a team of 4 people that I know that were sort of connecting into these makeshift satellites or these makeshift energy transmitters that etheric that they had created, and they were sending um, signals over to the dark, right, to disempower the dark. 3 of those 4 people are now in a psychiatric unit, and I know what they were doing. What they were doing was not crazy, but they were, then the dark fired back and it infiltrated it. There's one who I speak with every week. She actually is okay, but she's a very strong minded person anyway. These people were playing around with stuff they should never be playing with. We are not built or equipped to fight on that level ever. Okay. But what we are able, yeah, there you go. I love that. So, what we are able to do is we can fight on our level, and our level, the fight is within us, and that's how we, manifest more light than dark. And when you start to manifest more light than dark within yourself, right, the negative experiences that we all have to put up with, they tend to get less and less. Now, that's why you have to say without karmic consequence. Or I think with that, embracing empowerment without negative karmic consequence, because you don't want to knock out all karmic consequence, because there's light karmic consequence, right? So you want to say without negative karmic consequence. Because as you're starting to get more powerful, what we got in the session was, because of the laws of karma, you will get a slap down. You will get a reminder. You're nowhere, you cannot overthrow source. And that's how the system is designed. So I thought today we would work on the embrace. I like those words, embracing empowerment, but it's also about embracing, and we want to expand that empowerment, or we want to, within ourselves, without the negative karmic consequence. So how would we word that one, Ronan? Are your minds blown for like a
What are you
Monday
looking to
morning?
expand? The ability to empower yourself, or
So the level that we're working on as humans, okay, as souls in a human body, is we are trying to create more white light. So, when people say optimum alignment, right? Optimum alignment means that optimally aligns dark and light. And that was another thing we got in that session. Optimum alignment is dark and light. What you need to do is you need to, if you're trying to manifest, you need to optimally align yourself with the creative portion of source energy, because source can manifest whatever it wants to manifest, right? It is the creator. So that's what you actually want to optimally align to, is that manifesting and creative ability with source, whilst we still have this negative polarization going on within us, because that's what we are. We're like transmitters, right? Energetic transmitters. We can't just manifest whatever we want, right? If it's already programmed, pre-programmed in, you can't just usurp the programming. You can't. It's very difficult. Well, there is a way, and we're testing it out, but it's very difficult. It's not easy, and it's a long process. Okay. So you want to sort of transmute the negative within you into white light positive karma. That's empowering. So you want to expand on that, white light. So you're expanding it over. But if anybody, I don't know if you guys want to try that, for those of you CTT warriors out there that work on your stuff every week, right? If you actually say something to the effect that there's a part of me that knows how to easily and joyfully and optimally, right? Don't take yourself off this earth plane and not show up for group next week, okay? Because Liz will get worried. But easily and joyfully and optimally align myself with the creative and manifestation power of source in order to manifest blah, 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 right? That part of my being is willing to inform the rest of me now. Okay. Try that and see what happens. Don't forget, do it in front of a mirror. All right. So today we're going to, I like that, embrace source energy. And we want we want to work on our empowerment. Let's keep it simple. So we want to work on our positive empowerment, because you don't want to negatively empower yourselves, right? That's empowerment as well. So you want to work on your positive and gaining your positive power, or yeah, reclaiming, because we were all positive beings. So let's work on reclaiming our positive power, or working on our positive empowerment for expansion, manifesting, and creative ability without any negative karmic consequence. Oh my God. Okay, we got there. Right. Yeah. If you achieve alignment with your true vibration, though, okay, somebody put this in the comments. Okay, your true vibration is light and dark, right? You can't escape that unless you work on that. And that's what we're set here to do. We're set here to reclaim our power. And what, as we're doing that, as we're processing and as we're transmuting within ourselves, right? That's why we have a brain. It's a computation device, right? We're taking dark experiences, turning them into white light, positive experiences. Bam, source gets the hit it needs in order to keep staying light. It gets its battery, it gets its energy from us, and it's still holding power in the universe. Without that white light power, the universe goes dark and we're all consumed by the dark, right? So we have to have this duality within us. Okay, so if you're trying to align yourself with, achieve alignment with our true vibration, what's your true vibration? Your true vibration is light and dark. Okay, because that was taken from you. It's very, very complicated, and I'm probably not explaining it well. So let's get started. Let's go ahead and open, and then we'll work on our oh God, not swift karmic retribution to my arch enemies. Empowering ourselves for expansion, manifesting, and creative ability without negative karmic consequences. Okay, that's what we're going to work on. So I'll probably go back to that. As you all are typing, the chat goes up and then I lose the words. All right, let's open. If there is anybody new here, please put your hand up. Ronan, do you want to do the introduction, please? I'm sorry. I know.
Hey, welcome. Thanks for joining us. Let's get started with CTT.
If anybody doesn't know what we're doing, put your hand up. All right, let's go. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
easily and joyfully manifest
easily and joyfully manifest
an optimum etheric pyramid,
an optimum etheric pyramid,
as well as
as well as
an optimum etheric Faraday cage
an optimum etheric Faraday cage
for the empowerment and protection of each one of us.
for the empowerment and protection of each one of us.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love.
Our minds, bodies, and spirit are receiving the love.
Healing, information, permission.
Healing, information, permission.
And deep relief now.
And deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it. It is done.
Okay, we got somebody with their hand up. So what we're doing is we're using bilateral tapping on the arms, okay? And you're repeating after me. There's Diana. There she is. Morning. See how Diana's doing her arms, right? You're just doing that. And there you go. Diana goes one, 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 but I do one, 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 one. Okay, I go one, 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 one. But some people do one, 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 one. All right, thank you. And you're just repeating after me. Now I know we kind of move a little quick in group, right? Faster than the individual sessions if people don't know how to do them. Most of the CTT sessions I do that you guys are from the group or you listen to the recordings. All right, let's go. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
easily and joyfully manifest
easily and joyfully manifest
the optimum ability to see,
the optimum ability to see,
recognize,
recognize,
use, and enjoy
use, and enjoy
the treasures in and all around us.
the treasures in and all around us.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, bodies, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. And if you're wondering why we take the deep breath, it just helps to push the energy around. You will see as we get into the session, you'll probably feel it bubbling up in your throat. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
Oh, welcome, new person, by the way. All right. And the last one, and I didn't say your name because this is being recorded. You may not want that. Okay, the last one is the most important part of any energy removal sort of thing that you're doing, right? You must dispose of the negative energy immediately. Do not have it hanging around in your rooms, okay? Don't do that. Guess what's going to happen? If you remember, those of you that have been here for a couple of years, it was hanging around in my room, actually in the corner of the room. What did my husband do? He backed the car into the wall and took the wall down right next to where I was sitting. I was like, okay, Spirit, I got the message, right? A $4,500 message. Okay, here we go. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
easily and joyfully manifest
easily and joyfully manifest
the optimum activation. Sorry, my mind went blank. The optimum activation of all of our spiritual helpers and divine teams.
the optimum activation of all of our spiritual helpers and divine team.
They will immediately take away any and all negative energy.
They will immediately take away any and all negative energy.
They will transport it into the spirit world.
They will transport it into the spirit world.
And transmute it into white light positive karma.
And transmute it into white light positive karma.
Back into the universe.
Back into the universe.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us and them now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us and them now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love.
Our minds, bodies, and spirit are receiving the love.
Healing, information, permission.
Healing, information, permission.
And deep relief now.
And deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. And you may actually start to feel a presence on this round. Just know that's a good thing. It feels a little warm and comfortable, so that's good. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
Okay, balance. No, you don't want to be in balance. I get what you're saying, but you don't want to be in balance, right? Because balance is light and dark. That's now we know, okay, from doing that CTT session, that we are duality, okay? And we have to be duality on the earth plane. Because why? So we can draw in the negative experiences that are necessary for our soul growth. That's why we can't manifest. Like, that's why we have so much trouble manifesting. And when I say manifesting, I'm talking about above and beyond the need. Okay. I'm talking about more than what we need, right? You can manifest what you need, no problem at all. But it's about going above and beyond. Nobody wants what they have right now. I mean, I do. I'm grateful for everything I have, but yeah, we all want more. Why? Because inflation, everything's getting expensive, right? We have to prepare for the future, which is why we need more than what we have now. Okay, so I don't even know where it is in the comments, but so we want to easily and joyfully manifest the optimum empowerment for expansion, manifesting, and creative ability without any negative karmic consequence. You ready, Ronan?
Yes, we can see what comes through.
You had a Kentucky Derby party, didn't you?
No, I did not.
You didn't? Weren't you drinking mint juleps? Isn't that what you drink?
You do drink mint juleps, yes. My horse didn't come in. Well, he came, he was so close. He was around the corner. He was coming to the bend, and then he fell back in the pack. Anyway,
All
yes,
right.
let's get started. It was a Cinco de Mayo party, but
Oh, Cinco de Mayo. Yeah. Okay. All right, let's go. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
there is a part of all of us that knows how to
easily and joyfully manifest
easily and joyfully manifest
the optimum empowerment for expansion
the optimum empowerment for expansion
in a white light way
in a white light way
for manifesting and creative ability
for manifesting and creative ability
without any negative karmic consequences.
without any negative karmic consequences.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, bodies, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Now, already I feel tension.
Oh, I
Okay.
have tension. Yes.
Yeah. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it. It is done.
So be it. It is done.
Already I can feel tension. Okay. What did you get?
So when you're leaving a parking garage, they used to have this tire spike strip that would come up if you went the wrong way. And I saw that in my head immediately, like, oh, you're gonna try and escape that way. Well, here come this tire spike strips. And I saw them popping up. So danger. I'm in
And
an
that's the
unsolvable
tension.
maze, scratchy throat. I want to beat back the bulls. A lot of pressure, a lot of anxiety.
Yeah. I'm getting like a lot of fear cropping up. That's what a lot of this stuff is. It's like, woo, oh, fear, fear. This is something new because, like I said yesterday during that CTT session, we pierced through another layer, right? We really did in consciousness expansion. Now, I know that all of that stuff was like confusing. So if you have questions at the end, I will definitely try to answer those. Felt resistance. Yeah, that's what the tension is, the fear, it's the resisting. Okay, I don't know where we're going with this one, but let's go. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
let go and heal.
let go and heal.
There's a lot of fear
There is a lot of fear
We may be heading into unknown territory.
We may be headed into unknown territory.
This is quite scary. It feels dangerous
This is quite scary and feels dangerous.
that we are becoming this powerful.
That we are becoming this powerful.
We're waiting for the next attack.
We are waiting for the next attack.
We're approaching this with caution.
We are approaching this with caution.
I'm not supposed to be powerful in this universe.
I am not supposed to be powerful in this universe.
This is not how I was personally designed.
This is not how I was personally designed.
I have to fly blind throughout my lifetimes
I must and have to fly blind throughout my lifetime.
and figure it out on a whim.
And figure it out on a whim.
There you go. There's a yawn. That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, bodies, and spirit are receiving the love.
healing, information, permission,
Healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Wow, my throat is tight. Okay, information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
What did you get?
I'm reminded of a remote viewing project that I worked on years ago called the Zardoz Project, or looking at the man behind the curtain of The Wizard of Oz. And I feel like someone is pushing me and holding me down in my seat on my shoulders.
Yeah,
Don't turn
it's
around.
almost,
Don't look behind the curtain.
yeah, don't look, that's what I'm getting. Um, it's don't look behind the curtain, like, where we may pierce another layer here today. And I'm serious about that. Okay. Total pushback, resistance. All right, let's go. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
let go and heal.
let go and heal
All of this resistance
all of this resistance
through our consciousness expansion.
through our consciousness expansion.
We are not supposed to be powerful.
We are not supposed to be powerful.
We don't want to look behind the curtain.
We do not want to look behind the curtain.
It's easier to just sit here and say nothing.
It is easier just to sit here and say nothing.
We are enslaved to the system.
We aren't slaves to the system.
What else?
I don't want to be empowered.
I don't want to be empowered. What will people think of me?
What will people think of me?
Am I supposed to be creating my own reality?
Am I supposed to be creating my own reality?
I don't make good decisions.
I do not make good decisions.
Manifesting doesn't come easy for me.
Manifesting doesn't come easy to me.
The universe always sends me negative messages
The universe always sends me negative messages
to remind me of my place in this world,
to remind me of my place in this world,
that I am not allowed to be powerful.
but I am not allowed to be powerful.
What else?
I'm like a battering ram against a brick wall.
Oh my goodness. I'm like banging my head into a brick wall.
That's what I feel like, yeah.
I like playing it safe.
I like playing it safe.
Tapping into the unknown really revs up my anxiety.
Tapping into the unknown ramps up my anxiety.
And I don't know if I can cope with that pressure.
I do not know if I can cope with that pressure.
I'm supposed to stay small.
I'm supposed to stay small.
Anything else?
Mm-mm.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, bodies, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
I need reminders from the universe to show me how, devoid of power I actually am. What did you get?
It feels like somebody's going to come break my jaw to keep me from speaking myself back into my own power. Like they just want me to shut up.
You know what? When we first started, I had all this pressure on my jaw. I'm
Yeah,
like, am I having a heart attack or what is this? Is this tension?
it's speaking your own power and it's afraid that you're going to reclaim it.
Excellent. Let's go. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
let go and heal.
let go and heal.
I need a smackdown.
I need a smackdown.
I need the universe to keep sending reminders.
I need the universe to keep sending me reminders.
I'm not allowed to gain.
I'm not allowed to gain.
Money is power, and I'm not allowed to have it.
What power?
Money is power, and I'm
Money is
not
power,
allowed to
and I'm
have
not
it.
allowed to have it.
The universe has to remind me that they can take it all away,
The universe has to remind me it can take it all away,
that I am nothing.
that I am nothing.
I am not strong.
I am not strong.
I'm supposed to stay weak.
I am supposed to stay weak.
I'm not supposed to argue with the system.
I'm not supposed to argue with the system.
I'm supposed to sit here and take it.
I am supposed to sit here and take it.
Anything else?
I am not allowed to speak my power.
I am not, oh yeah, that's right. I am not allowed to speak my power. I am not allowed to create.
I am not allowed to create.
Now that I'm down here, I have more of an idea of what this is,
Now that I'm down here, I have more of an idea of what this is.
but I'm not allowed to manifest while I'm down here.
But I am not allowed to manifest while I am down here.
I'm not allowed to go against the pre-programmed.
I am not allowed to go against the pre-programming.
Thank you. We are all being blindfolded.
We are all being blindfolded.
We are not worthy.
We are not worthy.
And if we become powerful,
And if we become powerful,
we are no longer servants to source.
we are no longer serving the source.
We will try to overthrow the system.
We will try and overthrow the system.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, bodies, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
I felt a shift. Did you feel a shift?
I got that my parachute is under an arrow attack.
Oh my
I'm shooting
gosh.
arrows at the parachute and trying to keep me back down on the ground.
Yeah. Yeah. I felt a shift. Like I felt like we just offloaded a layer. It took a while. Okay. But we managed to do it. Okay. Yeah. I feel heavy too. Yeah. Yeah. That's where we're being told, like within us, within ourselves, right? That this is dangerous. It's not coming from outside of ourselves. It's coming from within ourselves. Why? Because when we were severed from source, when we cut from source, we were taught through many, 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 many lifetimes, millions of years, right? That we're powerless. okay, that we have to obey, we have to serve, we have a job to do. And I'm not disagreeing with the fact that we have a job to do. We want to do the job and we want to do it well. But, can't you cut us a breakdown here? Right. So this is dangerous, is coming from within us because we have been taught through many, many, many lifetimes that we are supposed to follow the rules. There you go. See, Nancy got it. Right. We're supposed to follow the rules. It's not that we're not following the rules. We are willing to follow the rules. That's fine. But we need to be a lot more powerful. Okay. I'm shivering as well, and I don't know why. Okay. Sorry. What did you get again? My mind is like fried. What did you get?
I'm sailing up in a parachute, but it's under an arrow attack.
Okay. Right, because we're trying to lift off, right? We're trying to escape. It's not that we're trying to escape. Well, are we trying to escape? Okay, well, I gotta ask George. I'm sorry, because my brain is fried. I knew this was going to be a big one. Okay, George is right. We deserve the negative consequences. So you going up in a parachute, right? And you deserve those negative consequences for trying to get out of here, for trying to make yourself more powerful. Okay, so we're still getting that we deserve these negative consequences. All right, let's go. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
let go and heal.
let go and heal.
We have been taught so many times
We have been taught so many times
that we are powerless,
that we are powerless,
that we must follow the rules.
that we must follow the rule.
Anything other than that, karma will get us.
Anything other than that, karma will get us.
We still deserve the negative consequences.
We still deserve the negative consequences,
And there's nothing we can do about that.
and there's nothing we can do about that.
We are scared to have this power. I know
We are
Daisy's
scared to
watching.
have this power.
Don't worry about it. It's fine. We all know Daisy Doodles in the back. And that's a resistance move as well. Right? We are scared to have this power. And how can we be competent at designing our lifetimes?
How can we be competent in designing our lifetime?
Do we really know what's best for ourselves?
Do we really know what's best for ourselves?
And by doing this, will it take us away from the big grand plan?
And by doing this, will it take us away from the big grand plan?
Yeah, scheme, plan,
I wanted to say
vision.
scam, but I said plan. So I was trying to not say that.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, bodies, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
Oh, I felt a shift then. So let's take a deep breath. Now it feels better, doesn't it? It feels like that tension is gone. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now.
So be it. It is done.
So be it. It is done.
I felt that. Did you guys feel that? Did you feel that, Ronan?
Yeah, I felt like a construction worker peeling away at the street with a jackhammer. So we took off that first layer of the onion, but there are more to go. So we're not going to get all this done today, but that was a good start.
No.
I do feel like it released.
I felt that tension released, didn't it? Yeah. So everybody feels lighter. May the force be with us. Okay. So we're feeling good. Oh, Judy's got a headache. All right. Let me tap into that. I'm angry I had my power taken away. Let's tap. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
let go and heal.
let go and heal.
I'm angry I had my power taken away.
I'm angry I had my power taken away.
I never asked to be here.
I never asked to be here.
I would have remained firmly and happily attached to Source
I would have been firmly and happily attached to Source
without having to be separated
without having to be separated
and have to deal with all these hard lessons.
and have to deal with all these hard lessons.
I don't know how to cope with these lifetimes.
I do not know how to cope with these lifetimes.
I thought that I was strong.
I thought that I was strong.
I realize how powerless I am
I realize how powerless I am
and that the universe keeps me down.
and that the universe keeps me down.
It doesn't feel like it is for me at all.
It doesn't feel like it's for me at all.
I just want to be subservient.
I just want to be subservient.
I'm passive.
I am passive.
I'm a doormat.
I am a doormat.
I can't seem to find my way out of these relationships or these traps.
I can't seem to find my way out of these relationships or all these traps
When they are not serving me well.
when they are not serving me well.
I have nowhere to go.
I have nowhere to go.
And what I thought was my support system
What I thought was my support system
is totally unreliable.
is totally unreliable.
I cannot rely upon me.
I cannot rely upon me.
I'm a failure. I'm a disaster.
I'm a failure. I'm a disaster.
And I'm just so small.
And I'm just so small.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, bodies, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. At least I can take a breath this week. Geez, I mean, that chest infection was terrible. Just remember, if any of you ever meet me, don't spray perfume in my face ever. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it. It is done.
So be it. It is done.
Death by perfume. You don't have to do much to kill me. Just spray some aerosol in my face. Okay, the tension is back. Everybody feel that? The tension
I
is
got
now
like,
back.
you know, when you throw a sheet over a little kid and they walk around, bump into a wall, and it's cute and funny. Like I got that's how we are. We can't see in front of us. We have no direction. We don't know which way we're going.
Ooh, that's real. Yeah, here the tension's back. Diana just felt an electrical shock on the right leg to the bottom of her stomach. Okay. Does Diana hold the negative in the right side or the left side? That's because you hold your negatives in the right side, whereas he held his negatives in the left side. Diana, I hold my negatives in the right side as well. Okay. Some people hold it in the left side. Some people hold it in the right side. Saw a mannequin in front of a fireplace. It's going to melt. All right. So now we're lost again. Right. That's what the sheet is. Okay. George, what do we do now? George, what are we doing? Confusion. Where do we go from here? We've relied upon the universe to guide us so much. And if we don't have the universe guiding us, then we become lost, right? Okay. So how about we don't need the universe to guide us in a negative way. We need it to guide us in a positive way, but what we think is negative is actually very positive to the universe, right? So how would we word that? Right? So we want the universe to be our guide, But we want the universe to, okay, how about,
Reclaim our source positive direction sense.
yes, our source positive direction sense. Exactly. Ronan, I hope you all tip Ronan because, like, I couldn't come up with that. Give him a little $5 tip, treat him to a little coffee. Look, his tip jars under the videos. You're just so awesome. And he does so much for us. Okay. Whatever it was Ronan said, let's go.
Source positive.
I'll let you do it. Ronan, I'll tell you to do the fill-in. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
let go and heal.
let go and heal.
The universe only guides us negatively
The
or in a
universe only
negative way.
guides us in a negative way.
And we have let go of whatever it is Ronan said.
And we have let go of our source positive internal compass.
Our source positive internal compass. We cannot make these decisions for ourselves.
We cannot make these decisions for ourselves.
And we cannot guide ourselves.
And we cannot guide ourselves.
We are highly dependent upon the universe.
We are highly dependent upon the universe
to choose our paths for us.
to choose our path for us.
And we can't cope without it.
And we cannot cope without it.
We're confused. We're lost.
We are confused. We are lost.
Anything else? I felt that shift, by the way.
I felt
That
like
part of
someone pointed me in the right direction.
Yeah, I felt it went lighter again. The tension's gone again. We better stop here. That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love.
Our minds, bodies, and spirit are receiving the love.
Healing, information, permission.
Healing, information, permission.
And deep relief now.
And deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. And Ronan, if you could leave the recording going, because I think we're going to have an in-depth discussion after this one that everybody will want to hear. If you don't mind, please, sir. Thank you.
I thought that same thing before you said it.
You're awesome. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it. It is done.
So be it. It is done.
Everybody feeling good? Are we feeling good? We better stop while we're ahead. Okay. Everybody's good. So you felt we pulled that layer off, right? We had the tension, anxiety, all that stuff. It took us a long time. We pulled that layer off, right? And then we did a little bit more because of Judy's headache, because that means we're missing something. And April had a pain in her shoulder, right? So we got that last little bit off. And now you feel it gone. So we just peeled off another layer. You can actually feel it processing in real time. It's excellent stuff. All right, let's close. Uh-oh, can't stop, won't stop. Hand up. All right, let's close. There's a part of all of us that knows how to.
There is a part of all of us that knows how to.
Easily and joyfully manifest.
Easily and joyfully manifest.
Optimum guidance.
Optimum guidance.
Positive emotional fulfillment.
Positive emotional fulfillment.
Gratitude.
Gratitude.
Self-love.
Self-love.
And the ability to be powerful.
And the ability to be powerful.
As long as we have great intentions.
As long as we have great intention.
And we don't experience the negative consequences.
And we do not experience the negative consequences.
To our gaining ground.
What?
To our gaining ground, to us becoming more powerful.
To our gaining ground on becoming more powerful.
In all of those wonderful spaces we just opened up.
In all of those wonderful spaces we've just opened up.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, bodies, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
Oh, God, we finally finished. All right, we're
Wow.
going to hold for questions.
Yeah, so what I'd like to
Wow.
encourage people to do is ask questions about consciousness transformation technique and not your own personal things. But if you want to, great. But that's my hopeful guide for this. And if you have questions about how to apply it in your own day when you're not with us every Monday, that would be helpful for the public meeting here. So, Hilda, you're up first. And
Where did Can't Stop, Won't Stop go?
I don't know. He had said, well, let's just see if, do you want to still ask a question? CS.
Hilda,
Hello, good morning.
morning.
Let's try and keep it tight and CTT related, please. Thanks.
Yes. I am a little bit confused because I have to apply the power and the no negative consequences in my daily CTT.
So that's something that we got in that session yesterday. I mean, look, as we were doing it before, and that's a good question, thank you. As we were doing it before, we were still empowering ourselves. But as we're gaining more power, what we found in that session yesterday is the universe will give us a smackdown, right? It'll give us a reminder that, hey, you're not in charge in this universe, right? So you're not supposed to be that powerful. So a lot of times we're gaining ground, we're becoming more powerful, but we're still getting those negative consequences just to remind us, or those reminders coming in. Not always, but certainly it's a possibility that those negative reminders are coming in to tell us, hey, no, right? You are not supposed to gain all this knowledge, all this consciousness expansion, this, that, and the other, without knowing that you are just a small grain of sand in this big, wide system. And that's what that was. So going forward, I would suggest if you're tapping to manifest, or if you're tapping to empower yourselves, or whatever it is you're tapping for, I would include, without any negative, consequences or negative karma, negative reminders. Okay, so I would word that in there. Yes, I would weave it in for sure.
Thank you very much. Hey, Liz, how many times should I tap a week?
Listen, if you've got time on your hands, you guys should be tapping all the time. Okay. Now, you think about George Duisman, who had his Zoom room open, and he would sit there all day long, just tap, 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 doing session, right? Okay. He was tapping all the time. Now, could he stop the dying process? No, he could not. And another thing is, why do we have so many negative consequences or negative experiences? You know why? Because if everything was positive, your soul would never want to leave. It would never want to go and recharge the batteries, right? Never. If you didn't have this negative polarity pulling in these negative circumstances during the lifetime, guess what? Hey, this place is great. I never want to leave. I'm here to stay, right? But you got to get tired. And the soul, actually, it's to wear down the soul. When I was doing CTT sessions for George to try to extend his life on the earth plane, it got, Liz, I'm tired. I need to go. I'm tired of writing letters to the electricity board. I'm tired of writing letters to this. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of that, right? And that's what this whole negative thing is about. It's about making us tired. So the souls are like, I'm done with this lifetime. I'm happy to go back up into the spirit world and redesign my next life.
All right.
Okay, those experiences are very necessary. Now,
Can't stop.
how many times should you tap per day? I would say minimum 3. Don't forget, you make it stronger if you are in front of a mirror.
Can't stop, won't stop, my friend. Go ahead.
Hey, good morning.
Hey!
I just missed. Hey, can you explain the soul incinerator? I missed that.
Oh, the soul incinerator. You know this, right? You know this. I'll remind you. So the soul incinerator, good question. Because there was a couple of people that wanted to know. So basically, this is the system that is created. Okay. If you're not willing to play the game, if you are wasting time, wasting energy, you're wasting your lifetimes. And when I say wasting your lifetimes, folks, don't think it's just one chance. Source is very forgiving and Source is very understanding. So Source is willing to give us millions and millions and millions of chances, right? But if you are absolutely refusing to play this game, to play and work within this system, okay, you will be a waste of space, a waste of energy, and Source can send you to the incinerator. It will incinerate you and start over, right? Oh, this isn't working, so I'm going to have to find a new piece. Now, does Source want to do that? No, because the pieces are very limited. It's not an infinite number of pieces that it can cut of itself, okay? So therefore, it really doesn't want to do that. It really wants you to make some headway with these opportunities and in the ascension process. Okay, but push comes to shove, yes, your soul will face the incinerator. None of us are going to face that here. Let's
Anna,
face it.
You're up next. Go ahead. Thank you.
Anna, how are you?
Hello, I'm
Hi.
good. Thank you. Came back from South America. All well.
Oh, great. And how was your trip?
Fantastic. It's so beautiful there. It's amazing.
Wonderful. That's great to hear.
Yeah, I wanted to ask, when we're doing the CTT session, I had the impression or the feeling that Source may be hiding the blueprints of how we could create ourselves, our lifetimes. I may be wrong, but
No, that's true. That's true. Okay. The blueprint to all of this is not revealed. Okay. Because outside of this universal box that we are living in, you don't want anyone else to be able to hack into it. Now, if you think in terms of like aliens, extraterrestrials, entities, energy that exists outside of the universe, they're all trying to hack in. Why? Because we have souls and they don't. Okay. Let me say that again, right? Because a lot of people here have been listening to all these weirdos out there on the internet, sorry, that believe that aliens have souls. No, they do not. Okay. They don't. We do. And that's the commodity. That's what everybody wants, right? So that's why that blueprint is hidden. And also, if we had access to all the information, we would not play this game, right? What would we do? If you don't like what the government is doing to you, eventually you all band together and you try to overthrow the government. If you think about governmental systems, it's all very representative of Source, like how, you have your figurehead, you got your this, if you think of terms of universal law is equated to like your police and your military, right? So if you misbehave or you break the law, and if you get caught, right, you're gonna then face the justice system. The justice system is very representative of karma, which is the pre-programmed universal law that nobody can seem to penetrate. There is a mathematical equation I got in one of my sessions, CTT sessions, a long time ago now, that will dissolve the universe if somebody can solve the equation. But I don't think that our brains can handle that level, right? Can handle that level of computation.
Yeah, don't solve the math problem. Manu, you had your hand up last week. Go ahead, friend. How are you? Thank you, Anna. Go ahead.
Good morning, Liz. Thank you,
Morning.
Ronan. First of all, I want to thank you for the message I received last week. It was loud and clear.
Oh,
The first question I'm going to have is, when you say looking at a mirror, does it matter if the mirror is a full size or if you have one of those shaving mirrors in front of you and you're just looking at it when you're doing the tap sessions?
that's a good question. Does it matter? Yes, George is saying it does. Full size is better, but something is better than nothing. Okay. Full size is better. Now, our lady who works in the salon, she's a hairdresser. She's in front of loads of mirrors, and she's the one that discovered that because she sat down in her chair and she's just tapping away. She does not care, by the way. She taps on the street as she's walking home. She's doing her tapping. She taps at the bus stop. She doesn't care what anybody thinks of her. She sits there tapping in the salon. And she noticed when she was in front of her mirrors at the salon, she felt it. It was much more powerful. So then a lot of you guys then did the experiment that week. Oh, if we tap in front of the mirror, does it make it more powerful? And a lot of you reported back, yes, it does. So that was a good question. So full length mirror is obviously the most optimum option, but something is better than nothing.
All right. Thank you, Liz.
Thank you.
The second question is with regards to when we do our self, there's a part of me that knows how to easily and joyfully manifest. When we do that manifestation ourselves, and if you're trying to manifest the motivation for having an optimum day or having a good work day or to optimize your efficiency at work, do you have to open and close, or is that just you can just do the tapping just for that particular instance?
So that's another good question. You guys are rocking and rolling with these questions this morning. So if you're just doing a quick, fast manifestation, you don't need to do the opening and closing. Okay. So if it's just, I want to manifest the optimum day, right? The optimum positive, happy day, not the optimum day, because even negative experiences, as we know, in the spirit world, we don't see those as negatives, right? Because we're not polarized in the spirit world. In the spirit world, everything's positive. Yeah, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. And yeah, run me over with the car. Yeah, make it hurt. Take my leg off, right? That's a positive experience in the spirit world. It's when we come down here and we're living in the hell of it all. No, maybe that wasn't such a good idea. And also, the one thing that I do notice is the fact that it seems like with the CTT sessions, that point just before death, right, when we die under tragic or traumatic circumstances, is really, really important, because don't forget, you design coming into this world, you design checking out. But a lot of times when we're checking out, we're killed in like tribal warfare or whatever, the village is burned down, or we starve to death, or we drown, whatever we did in our past lives, right? It wasn't a great idea. And we leave feeling like empty and all these other feelings. So your question, and I totally forgot your question now, which is what? Sorry, my brain is fried. What was the question?
When you do the CTT for the optimum day, or to make sure you're motivated for your work, or
yeah, so just easily and joyfully manifest the optimum positive, energized, happy, whatever positive wordings you want to do, without any negative consequences or negative events throughout the day. Now, I can't promise you that every day will be positive, right? You could be like me, right? I was having a great day the other day, and then my dishwasher broke. And I'm like, I just bought this dishwasher 16 months ago. Why the hell is it broken again? Right? So then that ruins your day. So, but you can definitely try to orchestrate in your tapping. You're basically saying to the universe, yes, I want a very positive experience today. Happy, joyful, without all this rubbish you throw at me all the time.
Thank you, Liz. Thank you,
You're
Ronan.
welcome. Thank you.
Thank you, my friend. Dawn, go ahead. How are you? Roberta, I asked to unmute if you want to.
Oh, hello.
There you go. Gotcha. We can
Hi.
hear you.
Hi. Thank you for calling on me. I'm sorry it's not a CTT question. I've got too many things going on. Trying to figure out which is most important to ask. Liz, two things. One, with the eyes, is it, if it's not real effective to do the laser, should I just go straight for another medication? Or should I go ahead with the laser and then do the medication?
Let's ask Casey. Should Dawn do the medication? No, you need to have the surgery first. You need to have
Okay.
that first.
Okay, another quick thing, how quickly should I try to remove the crown on my tooth? And should I do it with the dentist that has been working on for 7 months, or should I go back to the other dentist?
Should. How quickly? Because you're not very happy with your dentist right now, are you?
I don't believe that the partial is going to work, and they, I'm not. I don't know how effective, how good he is at doing the crown. The dentist that referred me to him, I could go back to him. So I don't know.
Go back, call the dentist. I think it's just going to be a game of cat and mouse. I think you're going to be stuck with the dentist that you're not happy with, but I do feel that you will get it sorted out and it will be effective. Yeah.
Okay, so he will be able to do a job. Okay.
He will. He will. I just know you're very apprehensive about it because you're not very happy. But I think in the end it will work out. So yeah.
John, take us home. Go ahead.
John.
Hey, morning, guys. Hey, morning,
I'm
Liz.
so
Morning,
glad you're
Ronan.
here again. Wow,
Yeah.
we've had you 3 weeks in a row.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to keep a streak going here. But no, great session today about manifesting. I've got a good topic here, good question. There's a lot of people that are really obsessed with, manifesting, clearing energy, healing past life, etc., but aren't really doing anything in the physical world to, say get the results they want, whether it's, making more money. They're not out relentlessly applying for jobs, whether it's health or not going out and working out, but instead they're just kind of manifesting and maybe, here tapping. But yet there's tons of people that are in the physical world that are getting those results, but yet they don't, do any kind of the manifestation, or they think all this stuff is woo woo. So I'm kind of curious, what do you think is that right balance of
Do you have a
getting those
specific person in
results?
mind?
No, I don't. Just I listen to all kinds of podcasts, right? A lot of business podcasts, they kind of make fun of this woo-woo stuff. Like, all right, well, there's people out there trying to manifest results when in reality the results come from you doing the thing that brought the result, right? So, there is a
Exactly.
point to that.
Okay. The people, okay, you're exactly right. All right. Manifesting from all the CTT sessions, and obviously I don't know everything about it, but certainly from all the CTT sessions that I have done is extremely, extremely difficult. Okay. Why? Because we've already programmed this before we came down here. So a lot of times if it's something that we need and we're like, oh my God, I need a miracle. My tire, my dishwasher, right? I need a miracle, somebody, right? Those things will be coming into the timeline, and those were already really pre-structured in there. Why? Because every time you manifest something in that way, you get this like, oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. What that does is it sends a bump of energy up to source, and source can stay powered. Okay, so it's really important. Those little things that come through for us, right, are really important. Now, manifesting is very difficult, simply also because not only is all of your energy already pre-labeled, but everybody else's energy in the universe, it's all the here and now, right now, and even as far as we can see for the rest of this lifetime, okay, is extremely labeled. It already belongs to somebody. This system is watertight, right? So, and your timeline is watertight, right? So you have the programmer, he's already pre-programmed all these experiences on your timeline. What you can do is you can just keep tapping to sort of take out, as we found yesterday, is to take out the negative aspects of yourself. So as we are, polarized beings, we have to have negativity. We have the yin and yang, right? We have to have these things. Well, you want to try and transmute what's inside of you that's negative, that's bringing in those negative experiences or is blocking your manifesting. You want to do, there's a part of me that knows how to easily and joyfully manifest the optimum ability to, transmute all negative things going on inside of me. However you're going to word it, Ron will probably come up with something better than me because I can't think right now. And to transmute them into white light positive experiences, right? Because if you do the negative removal, then you have to call in the spirit teams. They have to do the transmutation for you. But if you go into yourself and you find those negatives within yourself, right? Or you target those negatives and you physically say, I want to easily and joyfully manifest the optimum transmutation of any and all negative energy within me into positive white light karma without any negative karmic consequences or negative reminders in the universe of how powerless I am. The part of my being is willing to inform the rest of me. Now, you'd have to word it something like that. But you're right. People that sit around tapping and trying to manifest and are not working really to help manifest those things, it rarely works out for them. People that are trying to manifest and they back it up with their intention, their energy behind those manifestations, they're more likely to pierce through all these complicated blockages and layers of energy and grab what they want.
John, great question. We got to go, but I think his main question was those people that are, raining on the parade of woo-woo stuff seem to be making it. So are they agents of the dark, or what are they doing to be successful if they're raining on the parade of, the manifestation crowd?
Because they're self-reliant, right? It's not that they're dark. It's not that they're self-reliant. They're saying, you know what? I don't believe in all that stuff, so I'm going to go out and get it myself, right? So again, it goes in line with, you have to be fearless. You have to be self-reliant. You have to be unstoppable. That's what we know from all the probes we've done with the people at the top. They all have those things in common. Am I saying that they're good people? Not necessarily, because they lack empathy too, right? That's part of what makes them fearless and unstoppable. But right, it's because they're reliant upon themselves to grab what they want, as opposed to me sitting in my workroom. Can you please send me a dishwasher? Eventually, somebody probably will dump a dishwasher. It probably won't work, knowing my luck. Rusted out, clapped out old banger, like in my front yard. Here you go. It fell off the truck, right? Or can I go to Lowe's and go buy a dishwasher and be self-reliant? Well, guess what's going to work? Right?
Thank you very much, Liz Cross. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. We had a great time chatting with you. Have a beautiful, wonderful week. Happy Mother's Day to all you mothers out there.
Love
we
you
look
guys.
forward to seeing you again next Monday.
Love you guys.
Bye, everybody.
Thanks, Ronan. Bye.